Michele Bachmann's in Sheldon, Iowa, and a woman by the name of Julie Weppel is going to ask her about her daughter, Jessica. And Mrs. Weppel says that, hey, her daughter took the vaccine that Bachmann has been criticizing Rick Perry for authorizing in Texas and saying that all the kids should take it, and that it caused headaches, pains, and seizures for her daughter for at least 3 years. And so Bachmann's going to agree. And part of her response, she says, it's Jessica who's having to have her body live with the ravages of this vaccine. So here she is back again talking about the HPV vaccine and saying that it ravages your body. Except that there is absolutely no evidence to that effect. In fact, I don't know if you guys know this, but the cervical cancer, which is what they're trying to prevent by doing the vaccine on HPV. HPV leads to cervical cancer. Cervical cancer used to be the leading cause of cancer death for women in the United States. Now, it no longer is. That's because over the last 40 years, we've been fighting it effectively. We've been doing testing of it, catching it early on, and then doing treatment. And then also, now the vaccine is out, so obviously that helps tremendously. Unless you live in the cuckoo world of Michele Bachmann, in which case, no, it's some sort of conspiracy. Now, it's funny that she then turns around and is using a very progressive way to attack Rick Perry. There's a lot of irony here. She says, quote, and that's a very big issue, and we can't sacrifice the health of even one child on the altar for profits for some big drug company. Now, I love the idea of Michele Bachmann, who takes so much money from all these different donors, turning around and complaining that Rick Perry is taking too much money from donors and taking action accordingly. If she actually followed through on that, I would love it, right? But the reality is, she's just as guilty as anyone else of taking donor money and doing exactly what they want. She's Republican 101 in that sense. But then the second irony is saying that it's so bad to sacrifice the health of even one child, as she sacrifices the health of so many children who might be misled into believing Michele Bachmann, not taking the vaccine, and getting cervical cancer. And look, these vaccine scares are not something new. They happen all over the world. There are conspiracy theories in Pakistan about the polio vaccine that prevents people from taking it. In fact, because of that, and Pakistan is now #2 in the world for most amount of polio cases, and they had 111 reported cases this year, and that's because fundamentalist Muslims are spreading rumors about the vaccine, saying, one, that it's an American plot to sterilize Muslim girls. Number two, and this starts to get incredibly funny, that the substance is derived from pigs and hence is un-Islamic. And number three, my all-time favorite, that the vaccine is actually made from the urine of Satan. That's pretty imaginative. Michele Bachmann has not come up with that yet. I hate to give her ideas, but you never know. So that is why they shouldn't take the vaccine. And the kids don't take the vaccine, and then they wind up getting polio. In fact, the Los Angeles Times talked to a family that has a 2-year-old that now has polio, and the grandmother who prevented it is sick with grief, saying, my God, what have I done? Why did I listen to this nonsense? Why did I listen to these fundamentalists? In fact, of course, now they have vaccinated all their kids in an effort to protect them. Now, the thing is, in Pakistan, there's actually at least a kernel of truth, not against the polio vaccine. Polio vaccine is totally safe and has helped thousands, maybe even millions of kids all across the world in getting rid of that disease, okay? Or getting close to getting rid of it, except in Pakistan and a few other countries. But in Pakistan, the CIA did have a phony vaccination campaign that's real objective was to obtain DNA evidence from the nearby area of Abbottabad where Osama bin Laden was hiding. Now, that is so harmful to our, I think, overall interests. Now, we covered getting bin Laden, and I thought that raid was terrific. I love that they went on the ground to go get him. There were nuances, but I thought we did the right thing there. But going and doing a phony vaccination program, that hurts so much in the long term. So at least the Pakistanis have a reason to doubt. Whereas Michele Bachmann, our Christian fundamentalist in here, trying to prevent people from getting healthy over here, does not have a rational reason. She's just running against Rick Perry. And she's so behind the times, she still thinks that Rick Perry's in the campaign. I don't know if you know this, Michele, but The only other candidate that's doing worse than you is Rick Perry. He's a disaster. Move on. Hit Herman Cain or now Newt Gingrich or somebody. Get relevant. So when you do your kooky fundamentalist theory that I'm sure the Islamic fundamentalists would agree with, at least pick a sensible target. You have no idea what you're talking about, as usual.